In this recording, we will go over how to enter the information for your GIS address import. And what you want to do here is under validation type. We have three types of validations. We have street, which is S, an R for range, and an E for exact match. So the way that we would set these up to correspond with those letters is for the street, we would just say Main Street. Now, if you type in ST, the system is going to recognize it if it is entered as STREET or any other variation. And then for the street value, you only need to enter the street name, the city, state, for 2 digits and a 5-digit zip code. For a range, so if we only allowed a certain portion of Main Street to be considered a resident, what we would do is we would type in Main Street, and in street number from, we would say value house 1 Main Street to value 150 Main Street, Middletown, Connecticut, that those are all that anyone that lives in that address range is a resident. Now you'll see over here that I am actually having an issue where my zip code is displaying as 4 instead of 5 because it starts with a 0. If you have this situation come up, click on your column, right click, and then format your cells. And then what you want to do is click on special and then zip code and click OK. This is going to allow a zip code that has a 0 in the beginning to display as a 5-digit number. If you want to do that ahead of time so you don't have the issue halfway through, please feel free to do so. Now, an exact match would be if only house number 250 Main Street out of the whole entire street is considered a resident. Then we would enter the address as 250 Main Street, Middletown, Connecticut, 06457. Now, an important thing to keep in mind when you're entering your values is if you have a street, let's just say that the address is 7th Street, and you believe that people may enter the value as numeric or possibly spell it out, it is important that you enter it twice, because the system is not going to recognize somebody who types 7th Street with a number as 7th Street spelled out. So you do want to make sure that those two are set up that way. And the same thing goes for directional codes when it comes to your city. If you lived in, North Middletown, you need to enter it as North Middletown. And if you think people will enter it as N Middletown, you need to enter it like this again. Or if N period Middletown is how you believe the community may enter it, you'll want to enter those values multiple times because directional codes do not work for city names. Now, a way around this is if you live in a city that has a directional code like this and you feel that your residents may try to abbreviate, we can also post a message on the Create Profile page that would inform customers that while they're creating their account, they need to spell out their city name and not use abbreviations. Otherwise, they would risk being listed as a non-resident. And once you have all your addresses entered into this document, make sure you save it as a CSV file and then send it to your customer success manager. They're going to run it through a system just to verify that the information came through clean. If they have any questions, they may reach back out to you just to make sure that the values were entered correctly or any questions they may have. And once the file is all set up and it is complete, within 7 to 9 days, it will be connected to your account. And your customer success manager will let you know when that is all set. And that is all you need to know for using the GIS address database.